is up, everybody? It's your boy Travis, aka Matsu here, and today I'm bringing you part 9 of my in-depth Undaunted raid set review. Before I get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Go check out my Patreon, check out my socials on my Linktree, and check out PPG for all your singles and sealed product needs. Today we're going to be going over Hojo. Hojo is a 5-hander with 29 health and the all evil and water symbol. First form, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. You may play 1 attack from your discard pile that shares 2 or more symbols with this character as your next form this turn. Remove it after it resolves. Okay, so he's basically a 6-hander. And then in ants, if you have 10 or less health, your attack gets +1 speed and +2 damage. That's a really good ability. So basically, once you're at the point of desperation, or I guess 10 or less health is more accurate because desperation is a different term. But basically, once you've gotten your ass beat a little, then it becomes strong. Like, he gets the access to the super strong ability, because buffing your attacks by 1 speed and 2 damage is very good. And then in ants, destroy 1 foundation, this attack gets -2 damage. So basically, he's also able to stem the bleeding and kind of control when he gets to that 10 or less health break point, which is also very, very good. I think this guy's going to see competitive play. Not only does he share 2 symbols with Tongue Whip, like that alone is good enough by itself, but he also shares 2 symbols with Amphibious Ambush, and like all of his own support is really good for him as well. Like, for example, the card we're about to review, Surging Crystal Darts, is a 5-diff, 5 high for 5 with a 2 low block and a 3 check ranged weapon. Response: after you check this card, discard the top 3 cards of your deck, so it fills your discard pile with stuff that you might want in it. And then in ants, this attack gets +1 damage for every 6 cards in your discard pile. Okay, so after filling your discard pile, it gets bigger. And then Deadlock Enhance, this attack gets +1 speed for every 6 cards in your discard pile. This card is crazy. This card's going to be a big kill condition for a lot of different characters. I know I'm thinking of a Water Asui list, playing both this and Frigid Heatwave, due to the sheer amount of cards that you can touch and put into your discard pile. This card gets really big really fast. And then even in Hojo, it also gets very big because once you're at that threshold, it's a base 6 for 7, and then you also get the bonus damage from having a bunch of cards in your discard pile, and then if they're at deadlock, you get even more stats, and it just scales out of control really fast. On to the next card, we have his rare attack. It's a 5-diff, 1 mid for 5 with a 3 high block and a 2 check. Slam, throw, meaning if it's completely blocked, it still deals half damage rounded up. And then in ants, if this attack deals damage, your next attack this turn gets +X speed. X equals the damage dealt. Okay, that's a really good ability. So basically, it says most of the time, your next attack's going to get 3 damage. Or 3 speed, not damage. And then in ants, if your rival has 10 or less health, you may play a card from your discard pile as your next form. If its printed difficulty is 4 or less, and it shares 2 or more symbols with your starting character. Okay. That's like a really strong ability. This card is probably deserving of a 2 check. Not only does it give your next one +3 speed when it deals damage, ideally, and that's assuming you have no other damage to put on it. If you can make it for 7 damage, then you put 4 speed on your next one. Just makes a move really hard to block, and then also just replaces itself with another attack in your discard pile, basically, as long as your rival has 10 or less health. I think this card is good. It's a 2 check, so there's a chance that it doesn't end up seeing competitive play, but I think this card is good enough to see competitive play, so I'm going to put it up there. Onto the next card, we have Crystal Sword Cutter. It's a 4-diff, 4 mid for 4 with a 2 mid block and a 3 check. Enhance, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Your rival commits 1 foundation for each copy of Crystal Sword Cutter in your discard pile. Now, he does fill his discard pile by himself. Surgeon Crystal Darts also does that, but I actually don't think this card's very good. I think this card goes in the locals exclusive tier for sure. The fact that it only says enhance mill 3 if you have no other copies in your discard pile is not very good. The fact that you need 1 in discard pile already to make this card active, I hate that. The attacks should be self-sufficient on their own and not need other things necessarily to work. Obviously, there's an asterisk there because combo is a keyword that exists and is good. So I just don't like that card. I don't think it's very good. I don't think it's going to see competitive play. On to his next card, Crystal Crash. It's a 4-diff, 2 low for 5 with a 1 high block and a 3 check. Slam, stun 1. Enhance, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose 1 rival foundation. Abilities on that card cannot be played this enhanced step. Okay, I mean, that's very good. It's essentially a temporary seal for an important foundation you maybe don't want to deal with. And then enhance, if you have played a card from anywhere other than your hand this turn, this attack gets 1 speed and 1 damage. Sorry. Okay, so I'm pretty low on this card too. It's a 4 low for 8 when you're at 10 or less health, which is pretty cool, but I don't think it's that great. I think it has a decent chance to see competitive play, but I think it's only going to be in him. Maybe I could see it in like God, I'm forgetting his name. Shin Nemato is another character that this card could probably see play in. Anyways, on to his foundations. We have his rare foundations first, or rare foundation. It's a 3/4 with a 2 mid block and unique, meaning you could only have 1 copy of it in your staging area. And then form, remove, that's cost. If you have 25 or more cards in your discard pile, you may play 1 attack in your discard pile that shares 3 symbols with your starting character as your next form. Okay, that's pretty good. And then Hojo enhance, discard the top card of your deck, that's cost. If the discarded card was an attack, this attack gets +1 speed, or it gets +1 or -1 damage, I should say, not speed. And this card is very good in specifically this character. It does combine to essentially say -3 on whatever attack you want. So that's pretty good. I think this card will see play, but only because this character ends up seeing play. Maybe there's another character that ends up wanting it just for the form, but we'll see. On to the next one, we have We Became More. We Became More is a 0-diff with a 5 check and a 3 mid block. Enhance, flip, if this attack was played from anywhere other than your hand, it gets +2 damage. Okay, this is really good for a spam in the characters that can enable it. It's just flip for +2 damage. It's a very aggressive spam. I could easily see this card seeing competitive play. On to the next one. We have Crystallize. Crystallize is a 2-diff 5 check with a 2 low block. Enhance, commit, that's cost. This attack gets +2 damage. If you have 10 or less health, it gets +1 more damage. So it's essentially the first enhance on Harden, which is fine. And then response remove, after this foundation is destroyed during the combat phase, your rival's next attack gets -2 damage. This card is very, very good. It is a different flavor of Harden, but it is also a better flavor of Harden. You can just destroy a foundation. As long as you have a way to destroy a foundation, I should say, you can give your rival's next attack -2 damage. And then in Hojo, obviously, blowing this up means this attack gets -2, and their next one gets -2. So, I think this card is good and has a chance to see competitive play, but probably only specifically in him. On the next one, we have Human Garbage. Human Garbage is a 1/5 with a 3 high block and the ally keyword. Enhance once per turn. Remove 1 copy of Human Garbage from your discard pile. That's cost. Ready this foundation. Playable while committed. Now, I know a lot of people are high on this card. I personally am very low on this card. I don't think this card is very good. The fact that it has card text only 3 times a game at most, and that's not even including if you draw it or if you have to build more than 1 copy, so on and so forth. I don't think this card's great. I think this card is in the locals exclusive tier for sure, but we'll see. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. If I had to rate use kit out of 10, I would probably give it like a 5. I think that his rares and above, for the most part, are very, very good cards, and he himself is a good character, but I think his commons and uncommons leave a lot to be desired for his kit. But like I said, let me know how you guys feel. This has been Matsu, Travis, signing out. Make sure you guys have a wonderful day.
What is up, Matsu Nation? Thank you for watching till the end of the video. If you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. And check out all my socials and my Patreon. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and sayonara.